Okay, what we're going to do today is transplant my Aloe Crosby's Pacifica. I had prepped this last spring, but the pups have grown so large and I don't really think it has enough room to grow very well. So when I last went and got some groceries, I got some cactus planting mix over in the Walmart. I'll put a link down here if you'd like to get some for yourself. I picked it up while grocery shopping, all masks and covered as well as I could. But we're on that lockdown still this spring, but I've got so many plants that need done, I've got to get it done. So here we go. I'm going to get this out of its container. I'm not real sure how easy this is going to be. My plant is very dry. And here we go. You can see the plant and all of the pup babies. Okay, let me set that down in here. And then here in my bowl, I'm just going to freshen up the soil a lot because we will transplant a mother plant back down in here and put some of her babies into another planter. Those roots that have grown alongside the side. They still look real good. Should have my gloves on already. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to try to do, this is a little bit spiny as you can see. I'm just going to try to pull the babies apart from the main plant. So I'm not sure how easy that'll be, but I've got to have more room. Oh, look, one of them fell off already. Look at that tiny one. Now, she's just got a little tiny bit of root right there. And as long as she's got a little bit, she can grow more. Okay, now let me pull this off. Look at this one. It started up. It looks like some kind of a root rot in there. Let's hope all of my plants aren't succumbing to some kind of a rot. Let's see if this one will come off easier. Got a lot of dried up. Okay, here comes one. Clean off all the dead ones around. Now that's going to make a nice cutting. A lot of really good roots there. Okay. Now, down in here, I don't know if this is one of our main mother plants. Oops, there it comes. There's two there. Ooh, these little things are real thorny and prickly. A lot of little babies, but there's just not enough room for everything to come through. But maybe I'll just pull those apart. Oh, maybe not. They feel pretty anchored in there. So I'll just remove the dried ones. That looks pretty good. That looks like a nice central division. The main stem can come up right through the center. But if I get the dried ones off, I'm not sure how big of a one I want in the pot. I'd like to keep it a little pot bound. Okay. Next, I think I can pull off, let me see about this one. If you look real close down in here, this one appears to have some kind of a rot. So I'm going to see if I can pull that stem away. Oh yeah, his stem is a lot softer. still a little hard to yank, but he's a lot softer than the rest of these were. Okay. Let me put him over on this side. You can see where whatever has gotten to some of my plants has gotten to some of that. Let me see if I see any evidence in here. I don't see anything that looks like a root rot. But just in case, I'm going to take these gloves off and get clean gloves. And we'll have to put these in the laundry. Okay. Okay. Fresh gloves. Hopefully that's not spread among any of the other. Okay, so here we go. Oh, these are very, very hard to pull apart. I don't know if I'm going to have to work on... Oop, that one gave me one. And here, he's very strong, appears healthy. This one, he looks pretty good. Now we've got a lot of dried up. I think this one here in the main center is the original mama. Maybe should have transplanted these a little bit earlier, but looks like I'm going to have quite a few. I'll just get this main one. And look at all these dead around the main mother plant. They're just getting squeezed out. There's just not enough room in here. Wait a minute, he feels spongy. Look right in here. He feels like he might have some of that root rot. Just to be safe, I think I'm going to discard this portion along with this one over here. But the rest of this, I'm not so sure. Okay, now we'll need to get all the rest of this potted up. I'm all ready to get everything planted. I've got my soil opened and ready, and I am sprinkling some cinnamon in the pot so that it will hopefully combat anything that's in the old soil. Just a little bit like that. And then let's add some fresh. I've got a lot of the perlite in here. And I've got some cracks developing on this one, but I don't know, they don't feel like they're all the way through. It doesn't seem to interfere with the integrity of the pot, so I'll not worry about that right now. Okay, so let me just put, I think I'm going to do this main one. I'll just spread his roots like that, and we're just going to have the soil up to the base where it used to be, like that. But I'm just going to put three main plants here in the front. Oh, I'm sorry, 3 main plants in this pot, and then the others spread out between the other pots. I think I better go for a smaller one. This one should work. I'll just shovel that in and then work it around. so the same crown area is filled. And I think I'll put one more in here. Which size? This one? I think this one will fit. So I'll put this one here in the rear. That should work. Might be able to squeeze in one more, but I don't really want this to get as tight as the other pot was. So might be best just to let them have a little room to spread out. Okay, now that seems pretty good. They're pretty well scattered in. So that would be the new pot. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm just going to let these sit overnight before I just add a little bit of extra moisture in there, because the new potting soil is fairly moist, and let's hope I don't have a lot of gnats coming in from this potting soil. Okay, let me just get the rest of them done. I'll be right back with you. Okay, we've got them all planted up now. I think they really look awesome. I put, well, it's really 4 in this one because I got my tiny little sprig down there. And then I put 3 in this oval planter. I think they look really good. So I'm just gonna let them sit overnight, maybe for a couple days, and then the next warmish day outside, I may just take them out there and mist around to wash the soil off of the crowns and everything, and in the leaf joints. But that's it. And we've discarded the ones that I think were bad. So hopefully this Crosby's Prolific will continue to be prolific, and I'll have a lot more next year. Thanks for joining me today, and be sure to leave me a comment and like and subscribe. See you next video. Bye-bye.